Other people are so fascinated with what the future holds for the iPod, they're mocking up and posting their own versions of possible next-generation iPods, like this iPod phone and this full-screen video iPod.
They care about the iPod. You don't see them mocking up what the next, like, HP laptop is going to be. It's only the iPod that people seem to do this with.
And on college campuses, the iPod is a full-blown obsession. It's so popular, they're teaching classes on it. Dr. Michael Bull is a professor at the University of Sussex in England, affectionately nicknamed Professor iPod.
Now, for the first time, this has meant people can construct their own auditory sound world wherever they go.
On some campuses, the iPod is even influencing the school's social dynamic.
There's a funny story. Duke University a couple years ago started a pilot program where every incoming freshman was issued an iPod. As an educational tool, mind you. So the upperclassmen were somewhat resentful seeing these freshmen walk around with their free iPods, and the white earbuds branded them as freshmen. So the upperclassmen who had iPods began to go shop for earbuds in other colors so people wouldn't think that they were freshmen.
They did this survey recently where trying to figure out what the most popular thing is on college campuses. It's always beer. Every year it's beer. The last one that they did, the iPod has actually surpassed beer as the most popular thing on college campuses.
And all this love for the iPod is translated into big business, and not just for Apple. This device has given birth to its own cottage industry of over 3,000 accessories, from iPod cases and car adapters to iPod pets and docking stations designed to keep your iPod close at all times. There's even an iPod adapter called the iBreath that's an FM transmitter and doubles as a breathalyzer. And Nike released a sensor placed in your running shoe that transmits data to your iPod, letting you know the distance and pace of your run with real-time voice feedback.
Beginning workout.
This iPod ecosystem is expected to total sales of more than $1 billion, making the iPod the only consumer electronics device with $1 billion side business.
I heard an analyst say Apple can't maintain its market share with this iPod. You know what? I think he's wrong. The average iPod owner spends like $100 on accessories, car adapters, the FM radio attachment, and then there's all the music they bought from Apple's music store online. Those songs will only work on the iPod. That's an investment that they're not going to junk for some other player.
In the iPod, Steve Jobs has engineered the perfect thing. A revolutionary product that became a cultural phenomenon and a billion-dollar business.
Just like the Sony Walkman revolutionized portable music listening 20 years ago, in the digital age, the iPod is doing exactly the same thing.
And to think it all started with a smile.
From Steve's perspective, he's finally got respect. And the iPod is what did it. Here he had championed something that people had thought, wow, you're a little crazy to do an MP3 player. And now the thing had become a phenomenal success. You know, Apple was always considered a sort of a novelty, an interesting piece outside the main game being Microsoft and Windows and the PC world. The iPod has brought Apple into everybody's life. This is a big change, and I think it's going to lead to gigantic things for Apple. I think they've only just begun.